What are you playing, Sarah?
We're playing Cloud Meadow. It seems like a fun little Stardew Valley game, perhaps.
Yeah, it's one of the games I found on my recent internet travels on the internet. I caught my attention just mostly because of the sprite. It's kind of a mixture of Harvest Moon and Final Fantasy.
That sounds great.
So, we'll go to new.
Okay.
Someone's phone. Very, very professional. Anyways, you can choose your character. It could be a man or a woman.
Let's be a girl for now.
Alright.
Oh, there we go.
Not a hentai? Alright, and then you click the little whale down.
Okay,
Yeah, choose your birthday.
Her birthday is going to be, winter?
Winter?
And the 14th of winter.
The 14th of winter.
Yes, indeed.
You can change a pronoun if you want.
Ooh. You know what? Let's make it. Yeah, girl.
Okay.
I mean, they. Oh no. This is bad start. I'm sorry, Tumblr.
So, cutscene, and of course, this is in beta still, so we'll just click through that.
Okie dokie. This is your day. You've left everything behind for this moment. You endured training, humiliating work at the dirt pits, and Mr. Marooner's lessons taught in the Sheck Lane. A language not meant to be understood by mortal men, all for this moment. That's pretty. It's actually... It looks like sprite work. Really good. That's sweet. When you'll step off the blue linear onto the island of Clover Town, your new life will begin.
You're a giant whale.
The future slowly unfolds. The frontier is well known to be the home for all kinds of perils. It is a wild, almost uninhabited waste where civilization is too long a word for the average citizen. Okay. And the most spoken language is that of the knives. Oh, wild monsters roam the islands, and there is much to talk of something darker creeping in the night. Creatures of the nightmare, capable of driving the strongest men insane.
Yeah.
Insane in the membrane. You can't wait! Throughout your training, you imagined yourself cultivating the feral isles of the frontier with shovel, saber, and grit. That was your dream for the many years, and finally, it's almost fulfilled. What is it going to be like?
Ooh.
You doze off into visions of wonder, of flags erected upon unexplored isles, and farms blooming with growth. Maybe some cheering, the occasional medal, quite possible. Dream sequence. It's all a dream sequence. It just said you doze off. And then you arrive. Without much fuss.
In the background.
Oh, cute. You unload off the passenger car onto a small air pier on the edge of the island. This is it. It's nothing like you expected. Clovertown Island happens to be comfy, quiet, and rural. It's a tiny hamlet, a bundle of houses I can't even talk today. Stuck into a drifting stone. No dark monsters in sight, not even a pirate. You can't see anyone yet, but you'd imagine they live happily, fulfilling lives. It's terrible. It's still the frontier, right? Something must be happening, or else the Union would found another place to post you. They could have sent you to an Alpha Ridge where the Crystal Wars rage, or anything, really. Just, well, to hell with the gloom. Here's your Clover Town, and this is where they sent you. The Union is not a charity. It is a royal organization on a budget. If you're here, this is where you need to be. You perk back up, damn it all, and give the sleepy town an appraising look. As you do, however, you hear loud footsteps. Someone is coming to pick you up.
Ooh.
Move around
so
using
you can
the
use
WASD keys or the left mouse button.
You shift to sprint.
Shift, I'm gonna keep my hand there. Interact with objects using the right. Can I interact with that thing? Hello? No. Guess not. Oh, what about this thing? Okay, fuck you.
Yeah, everything you kind of interact will be highlighted.
Okay.
So you're still on the ship, so you gotta get off. This is made by Team Nimbus. Like I said, this game's in beta. There's 2 versions of the build. We're playing on the public version.
Lewd.
Yeah, you can become a Patreon to get the up-to-date build. Ooh.
Aw, cute.
I know, she's so adorable.
She is really cute. We're not furries, we promise. She's just really pretty, okay? She has nice eyes. Whatever. Don't judge us. You stop off the floating whale, finding purchases upon the dock. Far from the hustle and bustle of a kingdom shipping yard, Clovertown's one whale mooring is occupied by 2 figures. You and the canid monster woman looking eagerly at you, her tail whipping from side to side as she closes the distance. Greetings, sailor! It looks like your land legs weathered the trip well enough. You must be a new farmer, am I correct?
Not a hentai.
Yes, I am. Thanks. It was quite a trip. My name's Not a Hentai. It's nice to meet you. You, who are you? Oh, forgive me. Operations Director Jubal, at your service.
Oh, it's just a Jubilee? I was thinking like Jubilee.
Oh, yeah, it's probably Jubilee. I'm just fucking dumb. Jubilee finishes her full title with the salute. Her heels clicking together, or they would, were it not for her fluffy fur covering them. Cute. Jubilee takes a deep breath, her shoulders slacking as she seems lost in thought. You smell like chamomile. Oh, thanks, I think. My, where are my manners? Well, I'm here to assist you in the official capacity while you transition into your new position as Union Farmer for Clover Town. Wow, that would be incredibly helpful. This is my very first posting, but I'm ready to do my part. Well, that enthusiasm will definitely aid you. There are 2 tasks I would recommend you do first. You could introduce yourself to the town, or you find its lure too irresistible, you can head straight to the farm. Which would you like to do first?
You do first, yeah.
Let's continue. Let's talk to some people. You decide to the introductions are in order.
Introductions.
That's not a bad idea. Introduce me, Odie. Good choice. Sailor, lead the way. I'll act as your intelligence.
And you have quests in the top right, or top left. You can, like,
Hello?
hover over them.
Oh, okay.
So you the optional, those are options. Go to the seed shop, go to tavern.
Look at this guy. This bloodborne looking mother hecker. Sweet. Let's just peace out. Hello? Ooh. Owl dude? Oh,
It's
owl woman.
There you go. Jesus.
Sorry. The cozy station is laid out before you. Worn benches line the back wall, while the opponent's wall is a hive of shelving and cubbies where all manner of shipping and jetsam reside. She's kind of cute.
Yeah.
The dock workers currently man the station. One looks to be a fayish-looking woman with a long ear-dye blonde hair.
Eartherly.
Oh,
Eartherly.
looks like there's a little space there, but I guess not. Blonde hair tied up to the ponytail. I can't even... You should just take over. Just take over. Start talking.
The other towering over the nearby packages is a tall, white, avian woman closing her book as you approach.
Oh, is that me? Oh.
Sure, I'm gonna go.
Oh, Jubilee. Who are these 2? Co-workers? Yes. Good eye, sailor. These 2 are...
The name is Minerva.
Minerva.
Minerva. It would be a pleasure to meet you. It would be a pleasure to meet you, but I have... Oh, no, I said it right. I have not been given the privilege of knowing this frontier person's name.
See, it's hard. Like, I don't know what makes it about this, but my
IQ
just goes down immensely.
I just can't read.
Apparently me neither.
I guess it's because you're saying it out loud, too, and you just want to make sure that the words are right so you don't sound dumb, but...
I want to fuck her.
Okay.
Anyways. Yeah, also, why does everyone just have very intricate names here? It's not a hentai, ma'am.
That's good. Not a hentai. Well, it has been a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Sorry, I thought I was going to sneeze. Please keep out of trouble while you're here. Now, let me introduce to our station's darling Tab.
Hey, you! I'm Tab.
Tabitha.
Hey there, nice to meet you. So your name is not a hentai? That's a really nice name.
Is
Thank
it?
you, I made it myself.
I made it myself.
Are you going to be the new union farmer? I heard one was coming, but I didn't think not a hentai would be a cutie.
Damn right.
Ooh.
Tabitha.
Oh.
Why? Let's be hospitable to our guests for a change and not ask the...
So who'd you get that cute nose from? Mom or dad? Where'd you grow up? What's your favorite food? Oh.
Tabitha.
Fuck, I'm so bad at this.
Please excuse me, not a hentai, in quotations. She has a woeful predisposition for being both immature and inquisitive at the most dreadful of times.
Can you not use a fucking thesaurus with every word that comes out of your mouth? No, it's okay. It only caught me off guard.
Do not worry, frontiersman. I will take the time to remind her of our commitment to professionalism here at Cloverton Station. As for yourself, should you have any need to travel or make any personal shipments, feel free to visit us anytime.
I'll keep that in mind, though I don't know if the chance will come along, as I'm doing my job well.
Well, in that case, feel free to drop by any time. I'm sure Tabitha would enjoy speaking to you when she has remembered her manners, of course.
I'm doing my job well, I say as I literally just got off the fucking ship. Will do. Take care. ... Sorry about that, sailor. Tab means well, but she can be a handful, even for Minerva sometimes. No harm, no foul. Now come on, you still have to show me around the rest of this town. Aye aye. Hey. Oh, fuck. Won't let me interact! What's the point? Worst game, 0 out of 10.
So yeah, you just take a look around. All the doors you can go into are all highlighted.
Okay. Well, can't go into any, apparently.
Well, just keep moving around.
Fine. Hey, man. Wow. A lot of T and A in this game.
Yeah.
Ring a big bell. Oh my god.
Look at that shark.
Stop here. He watches Jubilee takes in a deep breath, her demeanor softening for a moment. Even you can pick up on why. The air around this part of town is laced... What? Why?
You drag it a little bit.
Just laced with sweet and fragrant scents, the source of which seems to be the large 2-story building in front of you. Carved, hanging planters dangle delicately in front of the door. Wow, it smells so nice. Is this a flower shop? That and more. This is a Sunset Emporium. Why don't you head inside and get acquainted with Jero? Alright. Well, let's go.
It was the top one. This is the general store.
Okay. Has the union mark and all. This is indeed Cloven's general store. The hovel Yaunton manages the store. He may seem a bit intimidating, but I assure you he is quite friendly. I can introduce you to him when we go inside.
There you go.
Alright, well, I'll go up here first where they wanted me to, and then we'll go meet Jovel. Oh, wow, this is really pretty.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. The moment the door opens, you hear the sound of a chime rhythmically rapping against itself just above, and the sound of babbling brook echoing through the building. It's clear why. The walls of the lower floor are a series of hydrophonic tiers cascading from upper layers to lower ones. Each one is a host of beautiful succulent flowers, mosses, ferns, and reeds. Wow, these are...
A beautiful bounty of biodiverse plants patiently persisting through practice. God damn it, prudence.
Seriously. Yeah, that. Wow. What are you? In your rapture, you didn't notice that one of the most colorful flora in the room was actually a person, with a delicately muted complexion and the mane of a vibrant yellow petals.
But where are my manners? Let me say that it is a very good honor to meet you, and you may call me Jero. Jero the Mandrake.
Oh, cool. Oh, Mandrake, I'm sorry about that. Shouldn't you be just screaming because you're not in dirt, but whatever. I haven't yet had the honor of meeting your kind.
Well then, I will consider myself lucky as a lark to be the first. So tell me, what brings you to my humble house of horticulture?
Oh, just browsing. I'm not a hentai, the new union farmer assigned to this town. I thought I'd introduce myself to everyone.
My. Then you will likely see me often, and be one of my commonplace clients. For you see, I sell both seeds and plants in bloom and ungerminated.
Sweet. Oh, then I'll definitely be by soon. My farm will need plenty of seeds, especially some special sprouting specimens.
Or perhaps some venerable varieties of vegetables.
That too. Yeah, that.
Of course. Perhaps I'll even have some tea prepared for you next time. Until then, have a delightful day.
You too.
New scene unlocked in the album.
Ooh. Should we go see it? Or is that the album?
We'll see that at the end.
Okay.
Then you can go to the...
Shark boy.
Shark. I'm fucking shark.
Ooh. Can I just steal from your treasure chest here? Bye. Okay. Wow. He's disproportionate, but okay.
He's a fucking Yeti. What do you...
Morning, Yonton. I have the frontier man here with me. This is not a hentai. Not a hentai. This is Yonton.
Greetings. I'm Yonton I'm Yonton the shopkeeper.
Holy forge maker. This is a real-life Yeti. Oh, he's a pretty attractive Yeti. The Yeti are so rare, they're almost legend. Granted, those legends are mostly about derelict ships with the suspicious claw marks and blizzards engulfing towns in the middle of July. You feel a chill running down your spine. It turns out the air around Yonton is pleasantly cool.
Did I frighten you?
Yes! No, you didn't. I was just surprised, is all. He scratches the back of his neck.
Oh, yes. It happens all the time. I am an unusually tall fellow.
A little bit. And a Yeti, but you can't tell him that.
If you ever need me, I am behind counter from sunrise to dawn, 6 days a week, for all your salt and biscuit needs.
Good. I could use a lot of those. Sounds great. I'll be sure to visit often.
I'll be here. Anything else you want to know?
How long do you plan on staying here? Get the fuck out.
I don't plan to be a shopkeeper forever, though. One day I'll leave. Maybe I'll go further into the frontier. Maybe back home. Maybe.
His face changes for a second. It seems like an unpleasant memory flash in his mind. Way to activate PTSD.
Sorry, I'm getting melancholic. Too much time under the hot sun. Anyways, come visit whenever you need something. Chances are, we'll have you covered.
Great. What else do you do?
I used to be a sheriff before. Now I administrate some of the union's local dealings. That doesn't mean I won't take my shopkeeping duty seriously.
Good. Well, nice meeting you.
Pleasure meeting you. Hope to see you soon.
You too, big guy. Okay.
So go south.
Okay.
You can hold shift to run, but
yes.
it uses up your stamina.
It's okay.
There's the top right bar.
All the stamina. Oh yes. Hello, can I talk to any of you? Let's go in here. Whoa, my. That's one pretty piece of architecture. Is that some knob's house?
She means noble.
Oh. Julie ears twitch as her head tilts. Knob? Unsure of what you mean by that, but this here is the Monarch Inn. Huh, alright, sounds shady and dangerous, honestly. I don't know where you get that idea, just from the name. This is the oldest building in Clovertown. It's been here longer than anyone here can remember. It also acts as a tavern. Oh, I want to go in.
Go in.
Wait, our character is a drunk. Oh, shit.
Look at all the monsters.
Wow. That looks like a human, a very busty, maybe a succubus, perhaps. Who knows? Lady Camilla, I would like to introduce you to someone. A woman appears next to you out of nowhere.
I'll be Camilla.
Okay. Yes. The woman standing before you is a very fancy woman. Fancy in many, many places. Quite the right places. Ahem, this is Lady Camilla.
Don't be such a stick in the mud, my dear Jubilee. Let the frontier person admire the scenery.
At least she acknowledges my pronouns. You blink. Jubilee pouts. Ah, yes. Clovertown is rather breathtaking. I'm sorry.
This must be not a hentai, the new frontier person.
You know my name.
I know a great many things. I also have many expectations of you, my dear.
She presses a finger to her lips as she gives you a coy smirk. Expectations, sure, 100%. What sort of expectations?
Eager and straight to business. Wonderful. I am a local supplier to my stock. I want a local supplier to my stock and kitchen. I plan to have a lot of coin invested in your farm, not a hentai. Not immediately, of course. Eventually, I'd like to serve Cloverton Plepo gratin with glass of Cloverton Chiron bleu.
Sounds like it's ripped right out of something from Rick and Morty. Bleeple.
I would love to take pride in something locally grown and locally made.
You grin. You will. I may be young, but I know my way around the farm patch. I know my way around a hoe. Clovertown can count on me. You give a quick flex of your arms and pose for Lady Camilla.
Lady Camilla responds with a thin smile, immediately hidden behind her fan.
I like how she's using the third person.
I know.
Here.
I don't think she is, but I'm just saying as if.
Yeah.
On to it then. It was a pleasure meeting you, in person, not hentai. Jubilee, enjoy the rest of the day.
Jubilee wags her tail as Lady Camellia leaves the reclines on her leg.
Lounge chair.
Yes, that's the one.
Thank you.
You let out a sigh and exchange glances with a grinning Jubilee. If I must say so myself, I think she likes you. What does she do? Lady Camilla, she fucks, is the owner of this place. She's a bit eccentric for some, as there's very little she shares about herself, and seems to know everything there is about everyone else. With that said, she does care for the citizens of Clovertown. The lady also brews some wonderful tea.
Hey.
Jubilee closes her eyes and smiles, wagging her tail.
Alright, so go up to the top middle one right there.
Yeah.
For a surprise.
Ooh. Oh, shit! Okay, demonetized. God. He's just doing sit-ups and she's helping him, that's all. That's all. Gotta go. Anyways, let's, oh my god, hey. That seems dangerous, you know?
That's great.
Okay.
Keep going south.
Okay.
Man, you've gotta learn how to play, like, first-person shooters.
I don't know.
Oh, look at that big woman.
Oof. Orc babe. Oi! Forge maker, save me. What is that?
Why?
That would be Creighton. Creighton? That would be her name. It's just Creighton. The island rumbles as a giant figure approaches.
She big.
Hey, hello, you and stranger. You answer with a whimper. There is nothing else you can muster for this towering ogre woman. Hello, Miss Creighton. This is the new resident to Clovertown. They're a farmer like yourself. The ogre. Oh, she's my rival. The ogre stops looking at you intently, and then smiles from ear to ear. Sincere happiness flashes in her huge, honest face. A lane's maker like
so
me.
Big.
It is the most amazing thing. I am Creighton the ogress, lane maker of this cherry farm. You gulp. She's extremely loud, and her accent is hard to understand, but she has a friendly, pleasant voice. You give the farm a good look around and are taken back. It is a lovely farm. Honestly, it's amazing. The plants are all perfectly cared for, and the soil isn't tired in the slightest. Are you the only one working here? Aye. It's my heart, this farm. It feeds me and anyone hungry, so I keep it healthy. If you're ever hungry, come. Okay. I also sell things, jerky, fresh crackers, good for a journey.
I don't know if she just means crackers. But
Probably. There's like 6 different accents when I speak.
I know.
Creighton has a gentle touch when it comes to crops. She certainly knows her stuff.
She big too.
Yeah, she big. You calm down. Cloverton is full of surprises, and you're beginning to learn looks are deceiving. Creighton is a big-hearted woman that knows how to give the land some good old tender love and care. I'll be sure to visit from time to time. Just remember, I'm a farmer too. I hope we can have some friendly competition. I don't... Do you want to have competition? Okay.
Take her on. You can take her. Fuck her up.
1v1. If I ever need anything from you, I'll be sure to let you know. Creighton grins. Aye. Come along then. There's still much to do.
You can go check out her house. She doesn't have much there though, but
I'll take a little peek just in case. Oh, and she has a lot of meat.
Yeah. And just some
hay, some other people. These people look very sickly. So I guess I'm gonna go here. Oh my god, fuck.
You are just terrible.
I know, okay, whatever. I'm usually...
Go north.
North, okay.
Go to the... Yeah.
Oh. Hello, I hate when games do that. Hello, big ostrich man. That's a notch ostrich, but whatever. The tall, slender stork, that's the one. Storkman supporting the decorated steel rapier peers at you cautiously, with a hint of annoyance in his gaze.
What kind should I give him?
Quack! Just make him sound like a really obnoxious bird. Recognizing you for the outfit of the frontiersman, he beckons you to the table with an old-looking ledger.
Make it quick, peddler!
He exclaims, as he begins charting down the rates in the ledger. Satisfied and slightly smug expression is seen on his face as he counts each coin. I wish to yes. Oh.
So
I can sell these things?
these are your monsters, so don't sell them.
Okay.
But you can sell extra monsters you have.
Okay.
So you can sell your slaves.
Oh my god. Can I look at the Essence Market Ledger?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can. I think I haven't looked much into it, but I think you can either buy or sell essence.
Okay.
So you can buy like certain monsters you want.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Hey, a snake. I've seen that before. Hey, that's fun.
Yeah. So he's just. If you have extra monsters, you can probably sell them here.
Okay. Should I get in? No.
You don't have.
I guess
You have like $20 to your name. There's an armadillo.
Oh, should I talk to that armadillo?
No, he can't.
Oh.
He doesn't give a fuck about you.
Oh. Seems to be that way with everyone, because no one wants to talk to
It's
me.
in beta. See, so I assume eventually you'll be able to go into there. Like I said, this is just a
Oh yeah, I guess red doors.
beta. So should be one more, and that door right there.
You reach the far end of the courtyard. Jubilee lagging not far behind. In front of you, this is an enormous two-story building, the bulk of which sits on the second story. Its heavy stone masonry resting carefully atop the shoulders of two separate first-story buildings. Between them, you catch the sight of what would be a quiet veranda, where it is not for the sounds of regiment discord flowing down from above it. Oh, this must be the Union outpost.
Yeah.
A good eye, sailor. Might I suggest you check in with them? You are the new Union farmer after all. It'd be good to meet some of the people you may be working with while you explore the frontier. That might not be a bad idea. Oh, want to come with? You can introduce me. Oh, thanks for the offer, but if you do go, permission to be at ease. It can be a bit loud in there, and what veranda has my name on it after all this walking? Oh, thanks. Sure thing, permission granted.
At ease, soldier.
Oof, swole.
You talk to.
Oh.
There you go.
Slowly climbing the
Look
stairs.
at those abs.
Holy shit.
It's a man's man.
Nice. You reach the top floor. The sound heard from outside is even louder in here as you glimpse Union soldiers going about their daily routines. Their communal table is laden with food, paper, weapons. It's only when your vision is blocked by rolling hills of muscle that you notice someone with draconic features looking down on you.
Shit.
Whoa! Careful there,
Yeah, that's what I was gonna go for. Whoa! Careful there, civilian. This here is the Union outpost. Please state your business.
Oh, Union farmer, not a hentai. For your service. At your service.
The new Union farmer. I was expecting you to drop by so soon. Captain Brontide, or Brontide for short. I hope you'll be able to collaborate in the future. Now, with formalities out of the way, what can I do for you, cadet?
Well, I thought I'd introduce myself and see what the outpost had to offer. Looks like a really impressive building. I just picture him like, he'll have that voice, but it cracks every so often. It's like, what can I do for you?
You don't know the half of it, seriously. This is the only half of the building. The rest is embedded deep into the island.
Wow, that's all the way down there.
Well, the training grounds are just down the staircase on the opposite side of this room. For now, though, feel free to take a look around. I'll join you to make sure everyone is on their best behavior.
That'd be great. Let's about face.
That means turn around. Ha! I like the spirit, though.
Oh, forward.
Forward! You can go talk to the one
Oh, yes.
left side, too.
And then go downstairs.
Basically, anyone with, like, those conversation
Yeah.
bubbles you can talk to.
Hello?
Dear sister... Okay, I'll do her voice, too, don't worry.
Okay.
Dear sister, I have someone you'd meet. A vagabond? No. Are you sure, brother? They have the wait, I can pronounce this. Je ne sais quoi
Yes.
of a human cliché. Sister, this is...
Union farmer, not a hentai. At your service, and not a vagabond. The farmhouse is finished, right?
Not my branch of the Union, but I think Julie and a few of townsfolk did the repairs and hatched a barn.
Hatch.
Raised a barn. It is declassified by presentary to finish a barn. Right, that. Yes, you should have a home and a barn.
Not a vagabond.
Lovely. If you excuse yourself. Sister, you haven't introduced yourself. That's hardly good manners. Hello, farmer. It is an event to make your acquaintanceship. I am Goldra, head of reconnaissance for the Cloverton Guard. For now, you will please excuse me. I have important matters to tend to.
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, too.
There, that wasn't hard, was it?
Like tightening my corset. Anyways, go to this. Yeah, right there.
Yeah, I just...
They're still working on the path a little bit, but because he'll get stuck. Oh, he just walked over.
Okay, then. Oh, shit.
Yeah, just go through.
A heavy wrought iron bell rests near the wall. What's that bell doing here?
Ah, that cadet is the training bell. If you think you have the proper nerve for it, give it a ring, and then you and I shall beast whatever beast may dare stand before us.
Whoa, you mean like a real monster?
In every sense of the word, we must be careful, because I will do everything in my power to make sure no true harm comes to you. You have my word as a member of the guard.
Ring the bell.
Ring the fucking bell. Let's do this.
Yeah!
Yeah.
You grab onto the side of the bell, shaking it as it rings out crystal clear. It's the reverberations echoing off the nearby walls.
I was hoping you'd ring it.
Footsteps echo from above. That was ironic. Above the cauldron. Height haughtily makes her way down the ramp. Oh.
I suppose I shall enter the fray as well. Twice the skill, double the triumph.
Have at!
Whoa.
Yeah, cutscene. I like those.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Oh.
It's fucking battle time.
Shit. Okay. Can I just...
Look over the... Why don't you read the skills first before you pick anything? You're
No.
terrible.
Shh. Okay. Single target range that has a random change of blow different buffs. Puts a strong health. Yeah. Ride or die, bitch. Ride or die. Disarm. Oh.
Stuns low damage.
Crushing force.
That's a passive, so you don't have to worry about that.
Okay.
So this is the stun move. If it hits, it'll stun him.
And do they have the same attack? Increases ally turn plus the skills. Need that.
Yeah, some of them have cooldowns, so if you can use them, you have to wait a certain amount of time before you can use them again.
What was this last one? Summon up. Okay.
So you use your herb skills to make a plant, and then you play...
And then it just constantly misses.
Yeah, well, you just have bad luck.
Great. Yeah, I guess I just keep doing this.
As of this recording, last night I got... Because I'm a patron, right? So they sent an update saying how they got like another sound guy, so they're making sound effects to these moves here too.
Oh, sweet.
So we'll begin those. They give us a that's your healing. You can place on another character too, so you can put something there, there.
You can have it because you're nice and your sister is a bitch, so she'll get one later.
I like turn-based combat. I know a lot of people don't, but I do.
Yeah, same. I've always been a fan.
So you can use that for two turns.
Right.
If you use it, it'll use 4 turns. So. Yeah, it's a lot. Single target damage though. Then you just use your shovel to attack.
I guess these are more just healing stuff still.
Yeah.
I'll just keep at it with the same. Oh, he's slowed. That's pretty good.
Yeah. Oh, now he's healing.
Oh god, kill him before he gets a chance to. Oh shit.
They only heal when they're
their turn, I guess, yeah.
So if you slow someone down, it does a lot of damage.
Right.
There you go.
Victory!
100 EXP and some seeds. Flim flam.
Flim flam seeds and Corona.
Flim flam. Pokemon battles.
Nice.
There, and that was it. Now you can exit the area. Now we can go.
There we go.
It's beta.
Come with me.
It's like early access game.
It's good though. Like
yeah.
Besides a few like walking bugs, but that's like nothing.
No. They're in the you have if you can once you like pick on Patreon, you can have access to their Discord. And one of the channels I use is that you report bugs. And there's so many people reporting to actually make the game better. So really, if you do pledge this, you become kind of I guess you become like a game tester too. And they do take the feedback so we're using the public build because I was using the Patreon build, but it was buggy last time. But like within a day, they did a hotfix, so I'm trying it out. But they fixed an issue, which I'll explain later when we go through the area. But yeah,
good to know. Good to know. Your farm is over this bridge. Great. All right. Just falls off the fucking... Whoa, swole.
Yeah. Look, it's your farm!
Cute. Aw.
It's a little slice of heaven.
Yeah, let's go plant some shit. Here we are, this is Clovertown Farm. As you can see, this farm has been neglected for some time, of course, like every other Harvest Moon game, so it's fine, I'm used to this. A few of us have tried to make it a bit more habitable before you arrived. Yonton have made some repairs and created uprooted wild plants. Oh my, thank you so much. I promise I'll make up for all your generosity. I'm sure the resistance here is Clovertown looks forward to the fruits of your labor. We have high hopes for you, not a hentai. Don't let us down. I won't let you down. I'm a professional farmer after all. I'll make this farm the jewel of Frontier. Jubilee's ears perk up as she smiles at your enthusiasm. Before I go, you have been given a set of seeds to get you started. You'll find them in the chest over there. Feel free to explore to get yourself accustomed to the area. If you need assistance, you'll find me in the docks. Piece of pirog. See you later, Jubilee. Thanks for everything. Jubilee bows her head and heads back to town.
All right, so this is where the stamina comes into huge player in this part when you're trying to become a farmer.
Makes sense, yeah. Local soil is different from what I'm used to. Richer, but more delicate as well. I'll have to water it carefully too. Much moisture will ruin it. So like when you run, does it permanently bump down your stamina for the day? I guess.
Stamina works on what actions you take.
Okay, yeah.
Running drains it, but that's all. But it doesn't drain it fully. It just makes a blue bar.
Okay.
And then you stop running, it'll fill back up. The red bar is stuff you can't refill.
Right. Okay, that makes sense.
So by doing like, you'll see.
Yeah.
Just by doing farming stuff, it'll lower the thing.
Right. Makes sense.
So there's kind of two ways to play this game. Once you start getting going, you can either just become like a dungeon person, or you can just become a farmer person.
Mm-hmm.
There's two ways to play.
Cool. That's really good. That's like I'm always usually, like when I play like Harvest Moon, Stardew Valley, I'm always more of a forager than an actual farmer, so I'm glad that it's not only farming based.
Yeah.
The seeds here are all the same as home. Nothing crazy, no flesh-eating terras. Only stuff I'm used to.
That's the thing used in battle.
Oh. Makes sense. But the weather is different, warmer and gentler, with no high winds or void vortexes. I'm sure it's possible to harvest at least once or twice a trimester. This place is wild, but so bountiful. If I make it right, this really could be an amazing farm. Alright, let's get to it.
Alright, so once you're, well, let's say you're over a patch.
Okay.
Get some water.
Got it.
Those are your seeds. So you can take those seeds. And then... So your options are you can either... Something's already there, so you can water it.
Okay. Yeah,
you water it.
I'll water these guys.
And then that's to pick.
Oh.
So to plant something, you have to dig it up.
Okay.
Then plant the seed. And water it. There.
Oh, pretty straightforward.
And see, now your stamina bar went lower, so
just
farming is kind of the bigger one.
Yeah. Okay, can I not get to this? Okay.
There you go. And then some of them stuff are weeds, some of them you just water are plants. Like those ones are weeds, so you have to dig out the weed.
Okay.
And then you plant.
Straightforward.
Yeah.
Oh, water. I kind of wish they had like a little bit of a grid so I could see it better, but
yeah.
Next time. Okay, let's just these.
Oh, your water can is empty.
At least it's right here.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Oh, I guess it kind of has a bit of a grid.
It just once you get used to it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's water you. Oh, might have overwatered that one. Oopsies. Fella. Okay. Okay. Well, good practice. Just be right on top of it. That makes sense. Oh.
No water left to use.
Why can't we fill? Come on. Oh.
There you got some substick. So as far as I can tell, there's kind of two things you can do with the plants that you grow. You can either sell them, or you can give them to your monsters and to up their stats.
Okay. And let's do that. Water here, grab some more water.
Then you gotta finish.
What does this guy do?
If you click them, you can set monsters to do stuff.
Oh, okay.
So that you don't have. So let's say if you want more of an adventure, you can just have them.
I'm gonna make her.
So she will plant.
And what's their like? Oh, okay. The guys that showed in that cutscene.
Yeah.
Thing. Okay. Let's put those two in there. Actually, big swole boy. Okay. You don't have weather protector in your inventory.
I assume that's just kind of an item you can do.
Okay, let's put Soul Boy. Yes, good enough.
So you have 3 fields. You can pick those trees in the middle field.
Oh yes, okay.
And then some of the things you plant will have seeds, and the seeds will be in your little thing where you got them earlier.
Okay. Oh, what are those?
If you run out of seeds.
Right. Man, this is so cute. Oh, I guess.
Oh, you're at seed, so you'll go back to your little seed thing.
Okay. Oh, more.
Yeah, you don't have. You can only pick one seed at a time.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll just select you, I suppose. I'm sure I'm out of them. I'll get those though.
One more seed.
Oh, okay.
So you plant one more thing.
Okay.
Say, look, now
no,
you're at
not
energy.
Dang.
So we'll leave that for now, but go to the barn.
Oh shit.
All right.
Hey, guys.
So these are your things you can either. Well, the hand means to pet them.
Okay.
So it just makes a friendship heart there. You can give them something to increase their intuition or physique. Their stats are physique, so they can do more damage. Intuition, I think, is like their intelligence.
Right.
So you can click a little graph. You can hover over. That's what they look like,
Oh,
and
interesting.
that's their stats for when they're fighting. That's their moves.
So I'll redo that when the time comes to it. And then down here it's just
Their history.
Okay, you can get family. Okay, that's
Yeah, because
really
you can
sweet.
breed.
Ooh.
Don't worry, we'll get to that in a moment. Don't you worry. Just meet your animals, or I guess friends, or whatever you want to call them.
Sweet.
Cat girl.
Give you some pets. Me get some strongs.
Then cow. Your big boy's upstairs.
Okay.
Like up, they click on the ladder.
Yeah. Okay.
It goes
Oh,
upstairs.
okay. Oh, he's a minotaur. Okay.
Yeah.
Give you some pets. Make you strong. And yeah. Wow. Okay.
So those are his stats.
Beastly.
That's it. So I go down there and click that little sign by the stairs.
Yeah. Okay. Come on, little sign.
Oh, you have to click there.
Okay.
Now, this is where breeding comes into play. This is where the good stuff happens. Since you have the other two working right now, you can only breed with the two that you didn't click. So it's either the cow or the wolf boy.
Okay.
So here's the thing: you can breed them together. I don't know what that does. Like, some about milk, I can't remember. Or you can breed them with yourself and get those nice scenes.
Oh, okay.
So you would have to like click yourself
Yeah.
and then click one of those two.
You go with her.
You select breed.
Cool,
Breed?
let me do it because it's the same gen. Okay, yeah. Oh shit. Well.
So the good thing about this game is if you unlock it for like the scene with the female character, it'll unlock with the male character too.
Oh, okay. That's pretty good.
So you can keep watching the scene, and then when you're done, just hit the little
Little
spurt.
nut button.
Yeah.
Okay. At least they kiss. That shows good romance.
The spray animation is really good though.
Yeah, seriously. If this is all like pixel, that's pretty great. Yeah.
And it gets a little X.
Exit. Sweet.
Now you're breeding with Cole. I think you can breed with the male one too.
Yeah, let's do it. Come on. Oh, maybe I can't.
You can.
Oh, wait.
You just suck at dragon.
Ah, yes, of course.
There you go.
He's into it. That's good, at least. Cool. Glad.
For all the furries out there.
Oh,
Oh, look at that! He pounces. He pounced on you, XD.
Ooh,
Roar.
you're so warm.
Oh, the arch is back. Oh, look at that look.
Good old nice little dessert of cream pie. That's nice. Anyway, what's breeding with is pregnant. Not be able to breed for a few days. Oh my god.
Congratulations.
Yay. Well. Anyways, I'm gonna go sleep now.
And when you breed the two animals together, upstairs there'll be it won't be a scene, but you'll see the two sprites fucking.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
This is my new home. It's huge, just like that wolf's cock. Anyways, I've never lived in something so grand before. It's like an upstarting...
Oh yeah, and if you find eggs, you can put them in there and they'll hatch into monsters.
Okay, well, I can't wait to fucking have an egg.
This is your house.
Cute, let's go upstairs.
It's your bed.
Let's just go to sleep. As the morning sun begins to shine through the window, slowly rousing you out of your restful sleep, a sudden loud knock on the door startles you fully awake.
Someone's at the door.
Oh, what's that?
What's that?
The knocking continues. Coming!
Ha ha.
You already did that twice last night. I swear there was something I can guess.
There was you can make food.
Okay. Hey there. Just letting you know that I've opened up my workshop if you want to build new
Hold
structures
up.
and-
This didn't happen to me in my playthrough.
I'm just that good.
A fucking huge meteor came and crashed my barn.
Place in your
What?
place. I wonder if
Is
it's
this-
all randomized.
It
or
could
something.
be.
That's really cool. It is the giant water barrel just west of the windmill. You can't miss it. You'll need to build it well and fields first. Also, the wizard Give has opened up his lab. If you want to buy new island segments, go to the
That's
windmill.
a cool.
Sweet. I thought you would be able to make it bigger. Go to windmill in the center of the top level of town.
Wow, no, because when I played, there was.
Okay, well,
Yeah, I think it just says that.
what up? What up?
Okay, well, hold up. Can you? Yeah, because you can still pet them and feed them,
Sweet.
but you're kind of lacking food since
Yeah, I was gonna
you can go collect your harvest from yesterday, or
Yeah, might as well do that first. I'll just pet him. Okay. Maybe I'll make some other ones breed together.
there you go. And we'll probably finish up there.
Okay. And well, we'll let these two have at it. Have a good time.
So you breed them, so then you click out,
Oh, okay.
then you go upstairs, like the ladder. And there they are.
Good. Having a good old time. He's
Yeah.
just watching, just kind of cocking himself. That's pretty cool.
And that's basically the game.
Nice.
Like I said, there's a dungeon feature where you can go do stuff. In this public build, it's kind of buggy right now, so. But yeah, so you can just kind of play however you want to play.
That's pretty cool. So far, I'm really, hold on. I'm really digging it. Ha ha ha.
This is why you're signal.
Okay, bye.
So, so that's that's Cloud Meadow by Team Nimbus. I'll put if you want to check it out, check out the Patreon. I'll have a link here or somewhere in the video or description.
Isn't it only like $2 too to get this entire game?
To get to support, you become like a patron. It's $2, and then the Patreon builds all on there. Cloud Meadow, check them out on Patreon, and if you do, you can join the Discord and debug everything, and you're helping everyone out.
Everyone wins.
Everyone wins. Have a good day.
You too.
You too. That's great.
That should just be our ending all the time.